Some things in life truly baffle me. I mean, really like baffle me. A few years ago, and I believe a couple of instances, I did some videos in the past about people that poo pooed upon canned products, items in aluminum cans. That's what I'm going with that. And I'm like, what? We need canned products. They're great to have, they're relatively inexpensive, very convenient, and one day you just may need a canned product. So I couldn't understand, oh, well, complaints about the sodium and all. Okay, but that's been taken care of because now there are low salt and no salt items available. And if you can't find that item, for example, let's say you get a regular can of green beans, just rinse them off. I mean, I think we make mountains out of molehills sometimes. I just don't understand it. Hi, I'm Jan. Welcome to another episode of a No Frills video. I love helping people keep some more of their own hard earned money. A No Frills video is basically longer than a minute and less than 5 minutes. I try to keep within that. I also have a longer content show Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. for those who like a little more time. And for those who like both of my videos, I really appreciate you. Another thing that gets a bad rap, in my opinion, too many times, paper products. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it. Yeah, you use them and you throw them away. But imagine life without them. I'm not saying make them your mainstay. We do have options. And it's nice to know that there are a couple of rolls of paper towel, for example, when an animal gives you an ugly spill, for example, a pet. That's one example. Or in a car, kid gets sick. Good to have these products. Same thing goes for like those baby wipe type products. You see where I'm going with that. So paper goods at times gets a bad rap. Another thing where people cry and murmur and complain a lot of times are paper plates. Now, you have a few different types of paper plates. You could go for the fancy schmancy, or you could go for the basic. So depending on your budget, and you don't have to make them your mainstay, but isn't it nice to know that you have those paper goods, for example, on hand? I believe I rather know I have them because you never know when you get unexpected company, or you're too tired, or you don't feel good, or whatever the reason, and you don't want to do a whole bunch of dishes. It is good to have these products on hand. Don't have to go for the most expensive, don't have to go for the fancy. And getting back to paper towel for a minute, there are so many options today. You could spend money from the sublime basic paper towel to the ridiculous. Okay. Now, what I recommend are the ones where you have like a half of a big sheet, those kind where you could tear a square type thing, that type thing. You are doubling your use of it. And if you're very careful, you can make that roll last longer. Yes, some may argue it's good to have, the cut up rags and all that. And yes, of course. But not everybody has a bunch of kids. Not everybody has extra clothes that they could cut up and just use as rags. I'm just saying, the facts as they are. Okay. So, but what we could do is use everything within reason. And the same holds true for frozen convenience food. Should they be your mainstay diet? Not really. They're not the healthiest. But I would not consider never getting something like that and keeping it in my freezer. There are going to be nights or days when it's a lot cheaper than going out to eat to just pop something from the freezer and heat it up. You see where I'm going with this? But if you really want to save money, when there are, more hours to your day, or you make those hours and you cook in bulk and make your own convenience foods. But to have certain little conveniences, I say kudos to that. Do it within reason, and just be conservative with the items that you're using, and don't just like, throw it all over the place type thing. All right, there you go. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Don't forget to come back this afternoon. My longer content at 2 o'clock. Have a great day.